Okay, go when ready. Okay, first up is Sherry White with her dog Spirit. This is a black coat retriever, age 6. This is an experienced dog, so you'll see her on the experienced side of the course. She's doing the weave pose and the outside jumps there. Spirit is the first mock in Southern Illinois. A mock is a master agility champion. That's the highest title you can get on an agility dog. I'm going to count now for the table. I'll explain that in a minute. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, go. The judge would normally do a 5-second count on the table, and the dog is not to leave the table until they hear that go. The handler can release the dog whenever they want. Good job, very nice. Okay, get out of the way. Next dog up, I should say handler, is Lori, and the dog is Pecos. Pecos is 10 and a half years old. Vizela, that's the breed. This is an obedience and agility dog, and has also attained the master titles, qualified for obedience nationals and international in 2011. He is close to retirement, so this is an older dog. Doing a real good job. Now, some of these handlers have multiple dogs, including myself, so you will see the handler run several different dogs today. And there you see she's doing the A-frame. The dog did hit the yellow, and that also could be a running contact. Some handlers will let their dog run the contact all the way down. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, go. But if you do a running contact, you got to make sure you're going to be as fast or faster than your dog so you can direct them to the next obstacle. Good job, very nice. Okay, the next dog up is actually one of my dogs, but the handler is one of my students who's done a real good job over the weekend. This is Casey. You'll see her running a couple of her dogs later on. Gypsy is a standard poodle. She's 5.5 years old, and she's obtained the open level of obedience.
Which is the other side of the Buckskinner's Village here, just adjacent to the main venue. There are lots of people down there to help the kids do their fishing and what have you. I'm sure you would enjoy it. Now, if you go there for the wildlife shows, you have the people and lots of cool things for you to see up close, but you may not have that opportunity very often.
I'm purposely keeping my voice down because our voices have a habit of pulling the dog because they obviously know they belong with us. And when my husband spoke over here, she immediately left the course.
Mid-South bird hunters are going to give a demonstration starting at 12 o'clock across the dog pen next to the softball field. And they have to tell you that they've got
She wants to go find somebody to go visit. That's the trouble.
So that's the Mid-South Bird Hunters Pointer demonstration. That's at noon. Willing Partner Therapy and Fishing Stall demonstration at noon.
She did not do a very good A-frame, I must say. My Okay, that does happen. Not supposed to, but 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, go. Good job. Now that's not very easy to handle somebody else's dog. All right, our next dog up is Sherry. Sherry's handling Treat. This is a Border Collie. And I need to get out of here. Treat is a 2-year-old Border Collie, still being trained. Now what she's doing is she's working to get the dog to do the correct entry and to continue weeding. The correct entry on the weed poles is the dog using their left shoulder between pole 1 and 2. And then they are to continue on weaving each pole until they're done. There's even been competitions that would have a double weave pole 48. I forgot how many poles, but they double up the poles just to see who can get their dog to weave the most. Now the weed poles are one of the hardest of obstacles. We usually end up training it to completion after the dogs accomplish most of the other equipment. It's also very stressful on the dog's body, so we don't want to start that. Good job. And we don't want to start that when they're too young. Very nice. Now she had a little trouble with the A-frame yesterday. That was a very nice A-frame for the dog because she had trouble with it. 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1, go. Yay, good job. Okay, next dog up, or I should say next handler first, I'm sorry, is Lori with her dog Pete. This is a younger dog. You saw her running the more advanced dog or older dog earlier. Pete is 4 years old, also a Vizsla, and he's jumping the 20-inch, which we have here. The earlier dog, I should have mentioned, used to jump 24, but because it was retired, or close to retirement, she's dropped it down to the lower height, which can be done as what's called preferred. Kind of nice to be able to still jump them once they get in their senior years and not have it be as stressful, so we usually go into a lower height that is allowed. Now there she got a nice contact. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, go.
Tunnel, go, tunnel,
Good job, very nice.
Carol's going to be getting her dog out and running it. All right, next we're going to have Carol and Annie. Annie is a Border Collie who was just recently adopted in June of this year. She's 2 years old. Although she's a beginner dog, she's learned very quickly. Carol has trained her trainer has trained several dogs before and has worked with the new style of training. Of course, being a border collie really helps since they've been documented to be the smartest dog of all breeds. Annie was x-rayed when she was adopted to be sure she would be fit for agility. The x-rays came back good for her joints and bones, but though it showed that she had pellets from a BBs in her right hip. So she's had a pretty hard life before she came to Carol. As we've said before, she's only been in training since June, so it's amazing she's doing this well. As you saw with my border collie, who's also a young dog, it's really hard to get the weave poles. That's about the last thing that they master. So it's there we go. All right. There you see the stop for safety purposes. Whoa, little slick this morning. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and go. They got a pretty bad angle on that. She's going to do that one again. There we go, and that's Annie. Do we have height change now?